Hey, what's up there, guys? It's your boy. It sound like they shook. Is them shots or is them firecrackers? Them firecrackers. Okay, yeah. Anyway, let me stop playing with y'all, bro. I'm gonna stop introducing myself being goofy, man. Yeah, them firecrackers. I can hear the shatter. It is July 24th. The 4th of July was 20 days ago, and here in Chicago, people are still popping firecrackers. How much of a disturbance is that? It's literally 9:59 p.m. Come on, y'all. All right. So now that those firecrackers have come to a cease, at least we hope. Uh, let's get back to business. So I want to go over the importance of social media and the importance of a website, right? So first of all, I want to say if you are in the landscaping field, then you know that we are in an AI flyer pandemic, bro. If you know, you know. If you on social media, if you're on Facebook, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel me? It's a little cringy to continuously see the same prompted landscaping flyers. It make your skin itch and it just make you shake your head when you see. First of all, it's like they all use the same exact prompt. These people who own these companies or businesses, these real small owned, you feel me, $20 guys. You feel me? It's like not only is it how everything looks similar, you feel me? They all got the same thing, quality. We offer quality. No job too big, no job too small. Like all of it is the same. Not only is it that, but it's the things that you see on it too, bro. Like you look at this stuff and it's like you just want to question the person who went to Gemini, who went to ChatGPT, who went to Claude and typed this in like make me an AI, make me a landscaping flyer. And you just want to look at them, smack them in the face like, bro, do you not see what I see? Like, this looks horrible. Like, in no way possible are you standing out. One thing I always say and tell my nephew is, if you want to stand out, you got to be different. In no way, shape, or form are you going to attract any customers or followers or clients if you are doing the same thing as everybody else, right? So that's what prompted me to post what I posted the other day on Facebook because I seen another flyer, landscaping flyer. So what made me, and this is all what I'm about to read, it all came from me, right? I this is off the top of my head, right? You might question you might think like he didn't write this, bro. Let me add this. I want to add this. I'm very good at writing. You feel me? I'm bad at math. You know how that go. When you're not too good at math, you good at writing or you good in English. You might not hear it because of my accent or because of the verbal usage or because of my terminology and something like that. But listen, I'm not too good at math, but I promise you, I can write me a 10-page paper in literally a day. No question about it. So real quick, I'm about to go over what I had posted the other day on my Facebook. I said, still looking for a landscaping company? You don't have to choose us, but let's quickly go over the red flags when trying to find the right company. Number one, set prices. And this is something, like I said, that you see on the flyers where it's just like, come on now, bro. Number one, set prices. An example, quote, small yards, $25, medium yards, $40, large yards, $55. What even is a large yard? If the company already has set prices before they've even seen your home or even know where it is, they are running themselves out of business. You can have 12 inches of high grass and live 45 minutes away, and that set prices is $30. This screams they don't have the proper equipment, the mold will clog up, and they'll eventually get frustrated and leave your yard full of clumps. Number two, their promo flyer is AI generated. Has fake pictures and grass doesn't want to, and the grass has fake pictures of the grass that wasn't cut by them. So what I mean by that is, if you look at the AI picture, if you look at the promo, if the AI flyer is somebody cutting grass and it's not them, right? Number three, they social media shows that not only are they landscapers, but just the person with a mower as well as a toolbox so that they promote that they mow grass, mount TVs, fix cars, install windows, and maybe even repair credit. This is a big red flag because it shows that they are a workhorse and could possibly be inconsistent since since they likely don't take things serious, right? So other day I was looking at Brian Line Maintenance, and he has said something that I took note. He said he don't like. He was like, I can't really quote it verbatim. It made me look up the quote, and the quote was, "When you try to do everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to no one." Right? So what that means is you will eventually try to be something to everybody, but the fact that you are not focused on one thing or one person, because you're not focused and you venturing out, you are simply venturing out abroad, and you will lose focus, and eventually you will have nobody by your side. Now you don't have any work because you are a landscaper, you do HVAC, and you do, like I say, credit repair. All of that stuff takes time, and you will never have to. You will focus on one thing. You will never be able to get to the person who need their grass cut. So now that person who need their grass cut, making those posts like, my landscaper didn't come, I need somebody to come cut my grass. And that's the purpose of me posting this post, saying that these are red flags that y'all need to look out for. Number 4, no business name. It's no need, that speak for itself. There's no need to even elaborate on that. Number 5, prices are extremely cheap. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. It makes no sense. It makes sense. You are trying to save money, as we all are. Not saying go for the most expensive, because the most expensive will offer the best quality, but the cheaper guy likely just needs a quick dollar and won't last a full season. You will be posting, "I haven't heard from the last guy who cut my grass. Is anybody available?" You want a consistent landscaper that'll last you a decade. Yes, decades. So how do you find a good landscaper? I ain't gonna go. Matter of fact, yes I will. So how do you find a good landscaper? Well, first you search your community group on Facebook or Google. You then take notice of things like their business name, the things they post, and if they are insured to work. Pay attention to how they advertise. Does their promo flyer look like it's their work, or does it look like a simple ChatGPT make a business flyer for a landscaping company? Prices $40, $50, and $60 prompt. Lastly, go through the comments and get a good look at how they communicate with people. I be looking at how these people communicate and their responses, and I just be like, bro, come on, man. That is not how you tell somebody that you own. Like, yo, I cut grass. If you need your grass cut, hit me up. Like, no, like just like that. Hit me up if you need your grass cut. Like, come on now, bro. No, like be proper with it, be professional with it, and just let it be known. Like, I own the landscaping company. Be sure to contact us if you are in need of our services, something like that, right? So that right there is the importance, like, of, if you, I will say, it's nothing wrong with AI. I'm fully invested in AI. Literally tell people to invest in AI. I'm talking about literally put your money towards Nvidia and big bet AI. You feel me? Like, I tell people this. I ain't gonna get into that. But anyways, I'm so into AI, but AI is meant to make our life easier. It's not meant to literally take a chunk out of your brain and just have it do every single thing for you. No, that's not what it's for. You want to actually put yourself to work and simply let AI be a helping hand. All right. Next, I'm gonna go over the importance of a website. I didn't add in that in the red flags on Facebook. I didn't add, that it's a red flag that they don't have a Facebook, that they don't have a Facebook. But because not everybody feel the need to have a Facebook, right? That some people, cutting grass and landscaping is just a quick dollar. They just won't cheat themselves. You feel me? They just won't be the $20 guy. They just see it as, I got enough yards for a minimum of $50. We do literally 20 yards a day. What's that? $1,000? And they found with that, and that's perfectly fine. 1,000 a day. But I do think the importance of a website is really eye catching, because it definitely make people look at you differently, right? If you know that I'm a barber. I remember I was talking to somebody came up to me right one day because they seen my truck. I had got everything put on my truck. The what is it called? The decal. Put the decal on my truck, my number, my website, the email, and everything. And one of the barbers walked up to me after being in that shop for 3 years. He walked up to me like, bro, I noticed that you take this real serious. And I'm like, bro, come on now. You know I've been taking this serious, bro. Like, he like, I see you just not a person who go door to door. And I say, why don't, like, for some reason, people don't see people who cut grass as, they already question if we blue collar jobs. Like, as if we wasn't just working in 110 heat index heat. Like, if you have 110 degree heat index. But I said it before how I like to add that I'm licensed and insured. My company, and I don't say business, my company is licensed and insured. I say that so people can hear that and be like, okay, so you do take this serious, right? So this is where having a website come in at. Some businesses I've seen a lot of times when I see people post their website, or I even see it, I'm driving past them and I see on their trailer that they got a website. I literally would take a picture and go look at their website, not only to see how professional their website look, or how unprofessional, but to see if it's anything that I can take from it. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to show y'all my website. This is a website that I had put together myself. You see that deal on? Let me keep that out the way. So one thing I've learned is when you do send people the link to your website, you want not only to send them your website name, which mine is qualityworkstrademark.com, but you want to send the link directly to your services, right? It only makes sense that you send a link to your services so that, of course, the first thing they see is, okay, I see that uh they don't only provide cutting grass, but okay, they also provide snow removal. Oh, perfect. They do tree removal too. We do need a couple trees removed from our backyard. Oh yeah, they do mulch, right? So you want them to see this type of stuff. That's the first thing you want them to see. Another thing you might want them to see is pictures of your work. If they already found you on social media somehow, then it's a good chance that they already seen your work. So I will highly suggest that the first thing you do though is the services. My homepage looks beautiful, and this is all me, y'all. Like, this ain't AI telling me like what to do. This is me making it make sense. Right? That was part of my theme of this year. And that's what I told my nephew the theme is. Make it make sense. Remember, I lost that employee because he said he felt some type of way that a 28-year-old was telling him, which is a 40-year-old, to use common sense. I told my nephew, you know what, I'm gonna word that differently and say, I'm gonna put my brain to use, and I'm gonna tell you to make it make sense. Instead of saying use common sense, make it make sense. All right, so right here you see a commercial mower, not just a regular push mower. The homeowners, homeowners edition, what they call Murray lawnmower, or Craftsman lawnmower at Lowe's. You see a commercial mower who a lot of people who own a home, they probably wouldn't even know what kind of lawnmower this is. Right? They see a huge lawnmower with tires, some huge tires on it. Which, by the way, this lawnmower has been in the shop for over a month, and I'm actually a little disappointed because I feel like they should have been got this done. Chicago don't have any Gravely dealers, and so they needed a couple parts, right? So the parts that they told me, I've been calling in for every week. So they told me the parts that they needed. I think they either said the I forgot, it was some type of pulley, but they said the battery too. And the reason this lawnmower wasn't starting was because, likely so, the battery, which I could have replaced that myself, man. But anyway, so the first thing you see, well, I would say the actual first thing you see is the logo. Shout out to the person who made that logo for me. That is something I'm sticking by. Right? Then you see a commercial lawnmower. A beautiful commercial lawnmower who they gonna see this and they gonna think, okay, so it seems like they do big jobs. And if they do big jobs, then it's a good chance that not only do they take this serious, not only do they have insurance, but they good at what they do. Right? Then you have some type of logo. Not logo, but some type of saying. You know how you got Geico or USAA. Like, it's something that kind of stick out so that they can see this and read it and be like, okay. So I forgot what mine was at first, but I had to put some thought into it. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna add bringing back Chicagoland's best potential, and I said Chicagoland's best potential. I said Chicagoland's, let me say, because I didn't want to say just Chicago. I didn't want to emphasize Chicago because I don't want people who live in Northwest Indiana to be like, okay, he only said Chicago. That means he don't come to Indiana. He don't come to Lansing. He don't come to the suburbs or something like that. No, 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 no. I want you to see that Chicago lands. All right, that suffix, the lands. I want you to see that and be like, okay, so it seemed like he might service nearby Chicago, right? So next is where you have, the other services that you offer and some things to catch their eye. I wish that I created this website using not Canva but GoDaddy, right? I wish that they had more prompts, and even that I can pay for. I would have been willing to pay a decent amount of money to have a background. Like backgrounds, like this entire. You see how this is the background? I wish that I would have had a prompt to fill this entire page up to where it's just not a black space, right? So now I want to show my work off, right? We all know Green Grass. We specialize in helping clients increase the value of the beauty of their yards by creating elegant outdoor living spaces which enhance the looks of their yard by positioning our landscaping. Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You want people to see that and catch that. It's eye catching. Is that snow? You can read that yourself. Beautiful plow truck, same thing. Look, you want them to see that plow truck and be like, oh, so they do snow removal, and not only do they do snow removal, but they have commercial equipment to do it. Like they don't just use shovels, they don't just use snow blowers, but they got an entire truck with a plow on it. You feel me? This is literally when they see stuff like this. This is literally when they start to question if you have contracts with the city. You feel me? Now they start to understand why your prices are your prices, right? Then you see things like, I didn't add the pressure washing because I'm actually dropping pressure washing. I don't know what I'm gonna replace this picture with, but since I'm dropping pressure washing from my services that I do, that I'm gonna eventually take this off. But next to that, you see customer satisfaction guarantee. Your satisfaction is our priority, and we strive to provide a service we are proud of. With the best of the best equipment, you don't have to worry about anything. Our precision is sure to leave you in awe. Then you see a couple of pictures, followed by some reviews. Okay? You want these reviews to be one of the first things these people see. So when people are looking for services or something like that, what is the number one thing you want to look for? Reviews, right? You want to see past experiences with these people. So the other day we had ordered some chicken Alfredo, some jerk chicken Alfredo from a black-owned restaurant right here on Halsted. Yes, I will tell them what it was called, Caribbean Jerk, right? We had went to go get that food. And first of all, let me tell you my experience. I didn't leave a review. I'm gonna tell YouTube I experienced. First of all, we called them and they asked us, what is it that you need? We told them, okay, we want chicken we want the jerk chicken Alfredo, jerk chicken and shrimp Alfredo. Her response was, we don't have jerk chicken and Alfredo. That's not we don't have that combo. I say, okay, well, let me get the jerk chicken and add shrimp. You feel me? She said, okay, we can do that. Bro, she say, okay, let me put you on hold real quick. She put me on hold for over 10 minutes. Like, literally, I wanted to hang up. So when she finally answered the phone, she said, okay, so you want the jerk chicken and shrimp Alfredo combo, right? I'm like, you just said y'all don't have the... I said, anyways, yeah, let me get the jerk chicken and shrimp Alfredo. Then she said, okay, you'll have to come in and order it before we start making it. I say, what is the purpose? What is the entire purpose of me calling in to order food when y'all have not even gonna take the order and I have to pay for it first? So, anyways, so I go up there, right? It's supposedly supposed to come with garlic bread. It take literally 20 to 30, not even 30, it took 30 to 40 minutes for us to get the food. We sitting in the car, me and my nephew sitting in the car. We finally get the food. I get home, first thing my mama say, this is why you check the food before you leave. I'm like, what they forget? She like, the garlic bread, right? That's a minor thing, right? It's only garlic bread for a full order of Alfredo. So it's 9:40. They close at 10. My mama called them, and the first thing she say, hello, she say, yes. She said, we getting ready to close. We're not taking any more orders. My mama say, no, I don't have any orders to take. She said, we getting ready to close. We can't take no order. And my mama like, and she hung up. And it's like, so that right there is what'll leave a bad review. So what that made me do is go to Facebook, I go to Google, I go to Yelp, and I'm looking at all the reviews. I kid you not. They had so many bad reviews to the point where you knew who the person was who answered the phone. Everybody was saying her name Diamond. She's a very rude person. They need to get rid of her. What the band, what the band. And they had an absurd amount of bad reviews to the point where it'd be like, they got all these bad reviews. They never gonna see me coming up in that. So that is the purpose of, you want the first thing people to see is these reviews, and you want to have those good reviews, and you want to stress for people to leave reviews, because reason being, of course, they gonna choose you over somebody who, one, don't have reviews or got more bad reviews than they have good reviews, or have a lot of bad reviews. I have a couple of bad reviews, which is why I have a 4.8. One lady here felt some type of way that we came by to cut her grass. Or matter of fact, that she wanted us to manually get the square footage of her yard instead of using the app for side installation. So when I had told her the square feet and I put it in the formula, she said that's not what I wanted done, and she gave me a bad review. Like, you didn't even let us service you to give us a review. So, anyways, next is what you will see is, and this is something I just added to spice it up, was blogs, right? Something that'll make people engage in your website. The 5 essential landscaping tips. Of course, one thing that you want people to do, which I need to change this because this is me installing side. I need to do something like a picture of me spreading seeds. But yeah, so the essentials of having a good yard or landscaping tips. Another one is a side installation. This is something where people be like, you know what, I do need to, let me see how the side look. Let me take care of the side and whatnot. You want people to engage in your page. Look, that I like that, right? Look, hey, engage in your page, engage in your website. You want people to look, not only just look through your website, but you want them to take their time to go through your website and see that you actually put time in to catch their eye, right? So this is about side. This is something that I perfected, and something that I was listening to Brian Manus the other day, and I'm gonna keep quoting him because I learned a lot from him. He said, no, it actually wasn't even Brian Manus. It was Florida Turf Pros. Shout out to him. He had said something about how if you are a solo landscaper, like, yeah, you can make it, but you need to kind of venture out and add more to your services. You can't just cut grass and expect to make it. You have to do something like add something that, like, side and or installing gates or something like that. For me right now, it's side. I perfect the adding side for a nice price. I forgot how much the square footage was, but it was a small front yard for $1,300. I just typed up the contract and I'm sent it through to the person, waiting on them to send that back signed. So anyways, this is for people. You want something that'll catch their eye, again, to make them engage. As you see, the background is of me laying some bricks and the mulch. Next, on my page, I already went over this, the services and everything. And at the bottom, you got some real old pictures. These are some old pictures that I actually need to replace. One thing I learned, look at that. Look, this is my first plow truck. One thing I learned with things like pictures, in adjusting your website, you want to adjust your website to the time of the year, right? So in November, and in December and things like that. That's when you want to turn your home page over to more so snow removal, right? You still show that you're a landscaping company that cut grass and everything, but now this is when uh something like this is that snow. This is where that headline at. This is where this comes and replace the green grass headline. So okay, cool. Then you probably make. Then I'll probably make the one where I'm pressure washing. I'll probably make that into a picture of my crew shoveling snow, right? And I can see now. I can just envision us shoveling snow with the truck in the background. That'd be nice. Then of course you want to show your work. This page ain't too much. This is simply pictures and whatnot of the work that we've done. Of course you want to add the about page. What about your company stands out? What is your company? What did your company stem from? What got started? How did it get started? Is this family owned? Is this like how did so for me it all started on the far south side of Chicago, where a young man was given the idea to start a pressure washing. See, look, to start pressure washer during the COVID-19 epidemic for a couple dollars. This young man is a professional overseas basketball player, Trevion Kennard. His older sister sparked the proposal that Trevion took to the next level, investing in the best of best equipment. The satisfaction of seeing differences, the satisfaction of seeing the difference and the better looking. My fault. I'm trying to read this, but the record button is in the way, so I can't really. So blah 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 blah. Quality Works is dedicated to leave everyone with a smile and of no regret for choosing us. Right. So careers. I'm gonna get to the careers last, actually. Now S2I. First of all, I've been meaning to adjust this because I don't like how fake this look, bro. These are clearly pictures that you just search up on Google and place on the page. What is S2I though? So this is a page that people should take. Well, not a page, but this is something that people should take full advantage of. My clients, my customers, and for some reason they don't. Right, the same way people feel some type of way about leaving a positive review. Like, it's frustrating that people are so fast to leave a negative review, right? But they won't leave a positive review. People always want to save money, but they don't take advantage of things like this. So one day I had came up with the idea, right? Just sitting back in my truck, I'm thinking, how can I get more clients? Like, we all know the number one way for landscapers to get more clients is by word of mouth. You want people to tell people, and you want that person to tell another person. So how can I reward that person for telling somebody though? So S2I. The two S's stand for, or the S stands for share, one I stands for review, another I stands for refer, and the last I stands for reward. This used to be S3I, but I had changed that since it's two I's, or the two I's actually play more of a role than reward. I changed to S2R, right? So share, review, refer, and you be rewarded. And no telling what the reward is, right? I made it clear, like you literally might receive a free line service. You might receive a Subway gift card. Ain't no telling, but you will be saving some type of money if you simply share our work that we've done for you. If you leave a review, whether that's on Facebook. And I say you can even leave the review on Facebook in the same group every single time. It don't matter. You can simply copy and paste. Leave the review, share our work, and refer a friend. Tell a friend about your business. Like, hey, I don't know if you have a landscape already. I don't know but if so, if not, or even look, hey, go check out Quality Work. Hey, go see what's to them, and you will be rewarded. Man, so far this is my second year doing this, and I've been stressing it, and people are yet to take advantage of it, bro. People are yet to take advantage of it. But again, the hiccup on this page is it looks too fake. I've been meaning to literally to share. I've been wanting to simply just get a picture of me and somebody else shaking hands, right? just shaking hands with a smile on our face. You feel me? And that, like, I have to change these pictures to make everything look way more real and interactive. Like, I want it to be quality work. It's the same way you see this picture of me cutting grass and it's not somebody else cutting grass. I want that to be, I want this face to be my face or somebody else, a client of mine. Or I even posted one day, like, if you want to be, if you want to be, if you want to be, what a featured on Quality Works, website, you know, send us your best picture. Like, send us a picture that you feel is best if you want to be on our web. Man, nobody sent the website. I mean, nobody sent the picture. Landscape and design. I don't even remember what is on this. Oh yeah. So this is more so for the realtors, right? I want realtors to see this and be like, okay, right? So it's this one dude on my Facebook. He a Chinese man, and he posts probably. I don't think it, since I've had him, it hasn't been 2 full weeks where he haven't posted a picture of him with a sign, right? Not a sign, but a piece of paper that say 200, right? Right now, I think he on 244. And what he's saying is, this is my 244th property. And I'm like, bro, I need to get in tune with him. Like, me and him need to go over some things. So I messaged him, and he definitely messaged me back. And I was like, let's go. The fact that he just even acknowledged my inbox. Excuse me while I'm actually looking at YouTube. Got YouTube playing in the background. Shout out the Lion Cat dude. I be watching him a lot. Anyways, I was so excited the fact that he messaged me back, and he, at the moment, he probably had 220 properties. I say, bro, even if he messaged me back and say, I got 10 properties for you to take care of, that's a lick. Because those 10 properties going to catch his eye, and he going to give me 10 more, and another 10 more, and another 10. Next thing you know, I'm taking care of all 200 plus in his properties, and that would have been all I needed, right? But he never followed through with it, and we continually, every time I message him, we go back and forth. He just yet to follow through with it. But he is the reason why I chose to come up with this page, because I say, you know what, realtors are the people who you want to get in contact with, man, because they got a number of properties and that you can service and help them out and help raise the value. So I say, you want to raise the property value at Quality Works. We want to be a part of your team. Your home shows its full potential. Full transformation. As you see, I got pictures of another side installation, right? Side is the way to go. I'm telling you, bro. Side will make your house just feel brand new. It'll real life make you the talk of the block. The next one, full transformation. Sometimes there's just one thing missing and you can't quite put your finger on it. And again, this is me, not ChatGPT. This is me who came up with all of this. And like, it's nothing wrong with having ChatGPT come up with some ideas. You feel me? But this is just me giving myself my flowers. This is me coming off the top. Side installation. A side installation could be the answer. This is quick but this is a quick but hefty job that not all can do themselves, right? I said that so that people can be like, oh, side, that ain't nothing. You feel me? I can go to Lowe's and give me a roll of side. Nah, leave that to us. That's what they call Quality Works for, to quickly and efficiently take on the responsibility and leave it up to the name. Home appeal. To spice things up a bit, call us for suggestions on what you can do to make your home look better. From the color to mulch, you want us to apply to what flowers you should buy, we can do it all. Right? And you want people to look at this and be like, this do look nice. You know what? Let me get them a call. What's their contact? Okay, cool. Contact, perfect. This is, look at this. I didn't even go to the contact page. This is a picture I took myself. One day it had rained, woke up to the grass on the leaves. I say, let me put this iPhone camera to use. So this is our contact page, and you want them to see this type of stuff and see the detail and look at that picture and be like, that is beautiful. Like look at this, it's beautiful. So yeah. Oh yeah, I want to go over the careers. I left careers last for a couple reasons. One, you want people to see that that you actually have a team and that you can one day, that they are working with a potential company that'll take off, right? You want them to kind of be like, I want to be a part of your story. You feel me? So you want them to see the careers and be like, okay, so they are hiring. It seemed like they take this serious, right? Other reason, I've been getting a lot of people contacting me, hitting me up like, hey, bro, I want to cut grass with you. And I tell them, and I've seen it before, I've seen somebody say this before, bro, you don't message other companies and other businesses. You don't message those managers and they owners saying, hey, I want to work for you. No. Here go the link to the website. Go ahead, apply. Go ahead, send your resume through, and I keep you, in mind. I consider you, as you see, attached resume. All right. So, recently I had somebody tell me like, yo, I'm interested in cutting grass. I see you on the landscaping company. He like, but the thing is, I'm not too in tune with cutting grass. He said, but I'm willing to learn and I'm an easy learner. I say, that's the thing, bro. Like, teaching how to cut grass, it's not just teaching how to cut grass, bro. It's teaching how to trim. It's teaching throttle control when you're using the weed whacker. It's teaching how to whack weeds, you feel me, so that you ain't slinging rocks all over the place. It's teaching not only how to use the homeowners lawnmower, the regular one that we see that on the daily. It's teaching you how to actually use a vehicle. You feel me? A motorized vehicle that it can potentially harm you. You feel me? I got to teach you to turn the blades off before you stick your hand under the deck, or turn the lawnmower off before you stick your hand under the deck, because ain't no telling if you don't turn the lawnmower off and you didn't even realize that the blades is still on, you stick your hand under there and boom, your finger is down the block. Those are the type of things that you have to teach. Right now, I'm still in the process teaching my nephew, and I warned him at the beginning of the summer that I have the impatience. You feel me? I asked him, "Are you ready for my impatience?" And my nephew he been throwing me off, and I tell him that a lot, man. I tell him like, nephew, bro, you been throwing me off, man. And I told him the same way I was quick to hire you, respectfully, nephew. I want you to understand that this is a business. It's a business, not personal. I can fire you. Like, it's minor things with my nephew, man. From him not closing gates to him not even opening gates. It was one day we had walked up to a gate, and he I'm just waiting for him to open the gate, and he turned around and he looked at me, and I say, and the man who house it was, he walked up to the door like, do you need me to open the gate? And I said, stop. I walk up to the gate. All I had to do was stick my hand through the gate, unlock it, and open the gate. And I just looked at my nephew like, are you even trying? And that's the type of stuff that's the hardest part about landscaping. It's not when on the landscape bits, it's finding hard workers, finding good workers, right? Finding good workers, people who won't literally waste your time, people who won't, who actually want to be out there to cut the grass. You feel me? People who they willing to start at a lower rate and understand that I have to see you get better in order for me to raise your rate, right? Those the people who it's hard to find. You feel me? I had somebody else message me, like I said, from high school. He not from high school, but from the hood. First thing he say, bro, he say, how can I apply? And that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. How can I apply? I got experience in cutting grass. Perfect, bro. Here go the link. All I gotta say is his 2 shirts and his 2 pairs of pants on the way. You feel me? I told him I'm gonna break it down to him. I didn't tell him yet. I'm looking forward to you working with me, and I really do hope that you don't disappoint me. You seem like, since you say you got some type of experience, that you are already ahead of the game. The fact that you know how to hold a trimmer, the fact that you at least know how to push a lawnmower as straight as possible, it shouldn't be too hard for me to, get you to get this. So, yeah, once again, YouTube, I know this is a quite long video, somewhat. Right now, as you see, I'm watching Henrik on the Lawn Care Dude. I think he's doing a review on the Vertex and the Skag. That was my video as to the importance of a website and promotion flyers. I highly suggest that you get into the promotion market and do better at it. You feel me? Like I want you to take and understand that promotion is serious. It is much more likely that a person will see your flyer, which looks like it took time to make, it took time and thought to make. They'll look at you more serious than the person who literally just typed in a one sentence prompt on ChatGPT and just put it out there and say, you know what, I'm gonna rock with this. They didn't even proofread it, right? Like I say, your flyer got pictures of you working, your work already on it. They flyer literally got a lawnmower logo. If y'all ever seen those flyers where they got a lawnmower logo, it's like a man sitting on top of a 21-inch. That's ChatGPT. That's AI being AI. It still got its glitch. It's not absolutely perfect, right? So they got a man on top of a 21-inch mower, like like again, they didn't even proofread and look at this and be like, this don't even make sense, bro. He's sitting on top of a 21-inch as if it's a stand on, right? And they using that a part of their flight. Don't be that person, man. That's all I gotta say for tonight. It's been a minute. It's 10:48 right now. This is a 40-minute long video. Oh wow, this is, I see so far. This is the longest I ever put out. But YouTube, I'm getting better at this. I look forward to y'all, sticking with me and everything. Hey, it's more than enough out there for all us to eat. It's more than enough for everybody to prosper. So take what I listen to me when I say listen to me. Take what you take from this, and till next time.